Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising sign. Oh man, we have a great, interesting month ahead of December 2025 because Venus will join with Pluto in our sign in a way that has never happened before in our lifetimes, flowing to the nose of fate. And it's going to be very powerful and very positive. And there's some unexpected and surprising developments around home matters. And it may feel like a golden surprise of unexpected blessings regarding land, home, property, and real estate. So let's break this down. My name is Lori Lothy, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm using the Western Tropical Zodiac, the whole sign house system, and in our 20 to 30 minutes together in this video today, I'm hoping to give you navigational guidance, the tools to time your best life, in this case, December 2025. If you want to time your all of 2025 best life, please check out my 2025 all sign videos in the description box below. You can get the bundle. That's 12 videos times 2 hours each, or you can get just the video for your sign at the regular price. The pre-sale ended on November 15th, but the content is still available. It's my fundraiser to get me ring lights and microphones and time stampers and helpers and video editors to help my channel grow. If you want to help my channel grow, just buy this fundraiser, and it is my gift to you for your support. Ooh, and one more thing. I just opened a Substack column up. I just said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Substacking. I miss writing. So it's going to be an audio podcast. But right now, my first article is out and it's free. And you can subscribe for free. You don't have to be a paid subscriber. It's in the description box. It's the Pluto Chronicles. And we're going to be covering everything you need to know about Pluto's journey through the sign of Aquarius in the next 20 years. And as an Aquarius rising, I have a vested interest in this story. The first article talks about the nuclear saber rattling. It's where I can also more freely talk politics off of the YouTube censorship platform. So let's get rolling and talk next about you and me. I'm a rising. Rising sign is the easiest to listen to because it's kind of all the circumstances of your life, but the sun sign can be do with career and purpose, and your moon sign Aquarians is about your home and your emotional comportment in your life, home, nest, emotions, mind, body, feeling complex, Listen for all three, see which fits you the best in these videos that I produce each month. And in the description box is everything about my channel and me. Now, let's start off with the basics. I'm so old school, I actually write stuff down. We're starting off by talking about the planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, and just what they're up to. And once we overview that, then we move into the breakdown of events week by week and what you might want to do with those events week by week in the month of December. So starting off with the beginning of this month, we must talk to you about Pluto finally leaving Aquarius November 19th. Aren't you really entering Aquarius on November 19th? Aren't you excited? I'm pretty enchanted. We're the lead goose for humanity. And as we enter December, we have Pluto still in the sign of Aquarius at 0 degrees, moving extremely slowly. This is our transit until 2044. We become Plutonian. We are a channel for divine will and lead goose for the humankind. We are the ones transforming ourselves to transform the world. But Venus is into the mix in December, and it's important because on December the 6th, she leaves Capricorn, our 12th house, where we've been doing our pleasures quietly alone, home alone bed pleasures, home alone alcohol pleasures, whatever pleasures we do in private. That's what preceded December the 6th. And along comes December 6th, and in comes Venus into the house or sign of Aquarius, our first house or our solar house or our lunar house. And we already feel better because Venus is a benefic, and we want to be able to get that haircut, the new wardrobe, to feel more beautiful, to feel more in love with life and ourselves, and to really appreciate being on the planet. So we don't mind December 6th to January 6th as Venus does her yearly gambit travel through the sign of Aquarius. But unlike other times, she's also joining up with Pluto in Aquarius. Now, she did sit with Pluto in Aquarius last February 17th as she ingressed through the Aquarius first house. And, well, you might have gotten a new wardrobe and a hairdo that was like transformative. And you might have felt really somehow last February of 24 empowered. This is different because she is flowing to the north and south node, and that did not happen the same way last year. And so as she comes into our sign on the 6th through to January 6th, it's the first few days where December 6th to the 10th, where she's really in a profound alignment with the nodes of fate in the sign of Aries and in the sign of Libra, the axis of our ninth, third house axes, Well, it has a lot of potential for many reasons, but one is it can really intensify a potential destined, fated romantic love story if you're single, coming through educational, online dating apps, or travel. It can also mean things to do with writing, social media, publishing, book publishing, faded, beautiful glow ups. Venus and Pluto makes us profoundly powerful. And we can also see ourselves in the light of the trillionaire wealth yoga. Can we be that entitled? Why not? It's imbuing upon Aquarians this idea of being that particularly powerful and wealthy, the trillionaire yoga. Now, if you're early born Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the first degrees of Capricorn, Aquarius, of course, you're going to feel it more succinctly or intensely, but all Aquariuses feel this glow up. And you might have a golden opportunity for travel, short or long distance as well. Something very positive developing with an aunt, uncle, cousin, niece, nephew, or sibling that feels fated and destined and may bring about a sense of increased satisfaction and wealth into your life. Again, you're feeling this during the beginning of December, around the 6th to the 10th. We'll be bringing it back in a little bit later when we do the chronology. One thing I'd say also to pay attention to is Mars. Mars was in your 7th house. That's the house of long-term committed love, business partnerships, audience, clients, marketplace, and marriage. Mars entered that part of your chart November the 4th. By the time we get into December, on the 6th, he retrogrades at 6 Leo and gets out of your 7th house by January 6th. Are you an Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising with an Aquarius Sun, Moon, or Rising within the first 10 degrees? And you're really feeling some backtrack of Mars. Now, we all feel it. Mars can separate, end, and cut and sever that client, that audience relationship, that long-term business partnership, or that marriage partnership by separating us. Now, sometimes it's just classical separation. Well, I'm Aquarius Rising, my partner who lives with me half time from the United States will be traveling to the United States, right? So it's just like, oh yeah, look, December 6th, Mars retrogrades backwards, and my partner goes back to his country, and we'll be separated for a while till January 6th. So it's not always a hardship, it's just a circumstantial change. But keep in mind, if you're in a relationship where there's been a hardship and it's not going to work for you, you guys might change your mind, or your partner may change your mind and reverse course and back out of that relationship in business or love, as Mars will be in a retrogradation till February 23rd. Although that takes this retrogradation into your work house, and that's a whole other story for January's video. What else I could say is that you are noticing a retrogradation as you enter into December of Mercury in your 11th house of career gains and good spirit, friends, allies, and benefactors, the sibling one older than you, your dreams and wishes for your life, as well as the gains from your career financially and in reputation, etc., are all having a retrograde vibe. And the retrograde Mercury begins on November 26th and continues to retrograde through until the 15th of December. So you've got a lot of backpedaling in the first 2 weeks of December over ground that you've covered in the past. Now, the past is very acute. November 2nd, when Mercury entered into your 11th house, what did you go back over? What are you going to go back over starting on, November 26th to December 15th? Is it reconnecting with friends from your past, social networks from your past? Is it reconnecting with siblings in the first couple of weeks of December, an older one? Is it reconnecting with groups of belonging that you no longer joined? Maybe you're going to reapply to join a group that you belong to. Or maybe you're going to rethink, redo, and reinvestigate new ideas for greater career gains between the 26th of November and the 15th of December. Not a good time to launch a new or apply for a new job unless it's a job opportunity from your past, okay? Sort of like going inward, you're going deeper during the retrograde transit. And Mercury will still be in your Sagittarius 11th house, right? All the way until January 7th. So it's really a lot of November 2nd, January 7th, Mercury really working with your 11th house story. Definitely for your career gains and stuff, you might be really rethinking, renegotiating, and reorienting your perspective and your ideas regarding your career path. Now, let's talk about the Jupiter briefly. bringing you like chunky money, not chunky money, but lottery wins if you want. Of course, this is general bell curve astrology, but Jupiter has been in your winning money house, casinos, lottery wins. I don't know, get the money somehow in an unexpected, good, fortunate way, and also get pregnant or your children get pregnant. This is a story you're living with since last May of 24, well, in May of 24 through to June 9th of 25. And yet Jupiter has been retrograding since October 9th, indicating a backpedaling here, deepening the bounty, but pulling back on the gas pedal. And so things that were really lushly taking off in your artistic, creative, pregnancy, fertility, entrepreneurial business, money luck is kind of pulling back, but it's okay. It's deepening the bounty. The prophet, your sorrow carves a space for your joy. Well, he's carving a deep bowl for greater life vitality, enjoyment, prosperity, money luck, fertility, and entrepreneurial and creative success. Allow him to carve back. He will stop carving the deeper bowl here February the 4th. I bring it up to keep the big picture in mind. And of course, Saturn is going through your earnings house. We Aquarians don't mind Saturn in our second house of money, earnings, and possessions because he's going to give us structure and form. Example, I incorporated to save some money. So what you do to save more money, to spend less money, to be more serious about your money, to be more structured about your money is continuing throughout December, except now Saturn is direct as of November 15th. So you're implementing the structures. You're being able to take action on things that you were revising June through mid-November, and throughout December, you're taking action with Saturn's complicity and help. Now we're going to break it down, and we're going to do the month by month breakdown of what you need to pay attention, Aquarius, to in every single week of 2025's December. So the beginning of the month is wonderful. We have Venus in a trine to Uranus on the Algol Wealth Star retrograde, but still powerful. And this is a new vibe, well, not a new vibe, it's an interesting vibe, because with Venus at the end of Capricorn in your 12th house and Pluto and Uranus in the 4th house, it's unexpected, surprising, positive opportunities connected to the following themes: foreign people, foreign lands, foreign shores, homeland, property, and real estate. What is it? I don't know. Could be a legacy wealth from somebody in a hospital who's a female donating you money. It could be, I don't know, an opportunity to spend time in a home in a far offshore. You have a far offshore landlord like I do who suddenly gives you some kind of great information or news. But whatever December 1st or 2nd is, it feels good. And, sometimes Venus in the 12th house can be a little bit like the treasures from past lives come home to roost and surprise you. But these treasures will bring you wealth connected to land, property, home, real estate, or something you're doing home alone. Like privately, like a isolated time of hard work yields results. Uranus can be results also connected to the internet, but it's a nice glow up, and it's surprising but positive, and it usually means financial positive surprises regarding money. If you're looking for love and you're single, maybe a new romantic partnership from someone in a foreign shore emerges and shocks the bejesus. Oops, everything out of you because you didn't think you were going to be in a romantic relationship with a foreigner or something like that. Uranus in the 4th house is kind of like breaking outside the bounds of your family of origin, your culture of origin. So big excitement there on the first 2 days of December. Then we move into the 3rd through the 7th. It's a hot mess. It's very busy. A lot is happening in a short time this first week. First of all, as we begin, we see a T-square forming, and that T-square is Mercury coming into the heart of the sun in Sagittarius at 14 degrees in your 11th house of good spirit, while also being opposite Jupiter in your 5th house and square Saturn in your 2nd. Well, this kind of vibration happened around November the 18th. You felt it already when Mercury was direct. You feel it again around December 26th when he goes direct again. This is the retrograde version, December 4th, 5th, 6th. In essence, there is a tension requiring your immediate attention requiring your attention to do with career gains, financial structures, and around your earnings and possessions, and your entrepreneurial or creative endeavors. There can also be some kind of tension going on here regarding things to do with a sibling older than you or a friend or ally, and things to do with the bounty and financial increase from creativity and entrepreneurial matters. If it's about your children, where Jupiter is traveling, there could be some very difficult financial challenge that an adult or young child is facing in your life, and you need to communicate what is needed to be done here. But it's kind of an interesting T-square for you, houses 11, 2, and 5, because they technically all involve variations of the story of money. So you may come into some kind of decision-making, action-taking area. I mean, go back to November 18th, a week or two before, or close to November 18th, what was happening, because you're going to feel it again. And I don't mind Saturn here. He's not the parking brake guy as much as he's the wise, masterful sage of your money. And he's asking you, Aquarians, to look clearly at what is needed, so that Jupiter's exuberance and in the sort of like everything goes good fortune house, and Mercury's lack of detail, as he's in the heart of the sun in the 11th house, are all colliding. One thing about the Cazimi, which is on the 5th, 6th time zone dependent, Mercury could bring you some emails or phone calls or texts or information from a friend, a benefactor, an ally, an elder sibling, or somebody involved in your colleague co-worker space that's very important. It's going to be importantly, arriving on your doorstep on the 5th and 6th. And now Saturn gives you the wisdom and sagacity to take care of the matter. And Jupiter says, well, we'll make it bountiful, but there'll be a delay in the bounty. So whatever this opportunity is, because Jupiter says opportunity, Saturn says solid, 11th house is career gains, groups of belonging, celebrity fame. It will not be able to fully take off until February. So I'll try to make an example for me. Maybe I'll get an opportunity to appear in somebody's podcast who's really well known. Please, yes, next level podcast. I'll probably apply, and but we can't do the shoot until February or something. So it can be an opportunity, but there are delays, right? And Saturn is and it's going to bring solid financial gains to you, but it may be that there were episodes of something similar around November 18th, and you want to compare those notes. Alrighty, and Venus is loving up Neptune in a sextile. We don't mind that. That's Neptune in your second house of money, dream goals, dream finances. Venus is in the last degrees of your 12th house still. She hasn't crossed over until the 6th, until your Aquarius realm. So on the 4th and 5th, Venus is like, oh, Neptune, how about a dream getaway to a foreign land? How about we plan that trip? How about some kind of dreamy financial gain from borderless income and international revenue? A little glow up financially maybe coming through an Aquarian sky, especially if you make money from foreign places, foreign people, or payment processors that cross international borders on February 4th and the 5th, or a very good bed pleasure soulmate vibe going on at the same time with whomever you are bed pleasuring with. Then we move into December the 7th. I talked about it. It's Venus conjunct Pluto flowing to the nodes of fate. It was in the intro, so go back and listen. On December the 12th, Venus will be opposite Mars, which is really sexy. And if you're in a relationship, if you use that energy with a committed love story, then December 12th is like super passionate, super sizzling, super hot, romantic, sexual passion, basically. Well, we also know that Mars is retrograde in the house of marriage. You could have some kind of sexual swinging hot time with a former lover or passionate reconnection with someone from your past. On the downside, Venus is conciliatory, harmonious, but powerfully object with Pluto, so she doesn't suffer fools gladly, and you may be in a conflict with somebody who wants to cut, snip, and sever. It could be a business partner, a marriage partner type relationship, and there may be some heat around your desire to stay united and your partner's desire in love or business to separate. And that can look like a very big energy around differing agendas. Mm-hmm. It can go both ways. So you can be hot passion. I'd use it that way, but it can also take you into, a differing opinion about staying united or separating in a long-term committed love story, especially around December the 12th. On December the 14th to the 16th, you have a full moon in Gemini and you have Mercury trining Mars. Let's do the full moon first. A new beginning of, well, not a new beginning, a full light of fullness or fruition or completion, some kind of giant flashlight in your 5th house of children, sexuality and romance, matters to do with creative projects of art and artistic and creative endeavors. and also your entrepreneurial business and big light. Now, Jupiter's there with this moon, although he's retrograde, indicating though there's blessings here, and there's a full light and a full blessing light here. Moons are all about fertility and motherhood and pregnancy as well. So a full moon here could shed light on the fact that you are pregnant. Jupiter brings children in the house of children, or one of your children is pregnant or will be having a child with their partner. And so look for the full moon in the 2 weeks that follow, the full moon light in your house of children, and if something good is happening, if they want to have a baby, maybe you're hearing that they're going to be pregnant. And so the full moon story for that pregnancy of children or you is going to be the 15th of December. It's at 23 degrees of Gemini. So of course you are more likely to feel it. Let's say if you are anywhere like 15 to 28 degrees of Aquarius, you're going to really feel the full light of this moon. And I'll let you know what happens if one of my kids has a baby in the hopper as a result of this. In the 2 weeks that follow December 15th, you might hear about a pregnancy, and you might give it up to 6 months to fulfill itself. A full moonlight in your 5th house of entrepreneurship and creativity gives you new fullness here. You started some seed planting here in June. What new creative projects did you start in June? What new entrepreneurial endeavors did you begin? Because now you're going to fulfill them fully, okay? Be able to fulfill them. The Mercury trine Mars, December 14th to 16th is important. Mercury is in your Sagittarius sky, as we talked about, and he's turning direct by the 15th, 16th. And as he does so, he talks to Mars in your 7th house. This can be really good for a business contract partnership to do with to do with your career gains. This can be really good for a really positive development to do with popularity and celebrity, or group or influences over larger groups of people connected to matters to do with your audience and marketplace. It's flowing, it's powerful, it's positive, and it's commercially successful if that matters to you. Otherwise, you may also have some connection to a group event with a large group of people connected to also business partners or marriage partners emerging for you on the 14th to the 16th of the month. And we got complicity or flow or support a little bit from Saturn. It could be really good for your financial situation as well, helping develop greater career gains and financial stability around the same time, the 14th to the 16th. On the 19th to the 20th, Venus will trine Jupiter. Trines are positive, bring luck, opportunity, and good things. Venus is going to look at Jupiter in your house of money luck, good fortune, winning money. And she's going to be on December 19th, 20th, giving him the old wink, wink, nod, nod from the house of you. Now, you don't forget, Venus is here in your house until January 2nd. So you are more persuasive, charismatic, beautiful, likable. You have the charm offensive. And Jupiter is looking at Venus and Venus at Jupiter, and it's lucky. It's just very, very lucky for you on December 19th, 20th. You make your luck, though, because you are Venus. Most likely you are the one who creates the lucky opportunities. I mean, buy the lottery ticket, you create your own luck. Buy that ticket, go to the casino, take a chance. But speculative and winning and luck and money are there. Now, even though it's December the 19th, 20th, and Jupiter's retrograde, makes me wonder if there's some kind of lucky opportunity that has been available to you ever since he began to retrograde October 9th, but hasn't been acted upon yet. So that's another opportunity. It could be a creative project. It could be a chance to be on stage somewhere in some way, because that's the 5th house is called the house of the stage. And you're going to just take it up. I think I'm going to be on my friend Renee Baribeau's I Am Symposium around December 19th and 20th. That's not lucky. I'm planning that. But whatever's going on then, it's going to open up lucky opportunities for me. So for example, someone watches it and they reach out to me and things go swell. It's a good time for being exposed to other people and putting yourself on a stage, so to speak, if you proactively want to use that, December 19th to the 20th. On December 21 to 29, Jupiter will square Saturn. Jupiter square Saturn for the last 9 days of the month is what you were feeling the same way, August the 19th. So go back to middle of August. How was it for you? Because this tension is here again. It is tension between your entrepreneurial and creative artistic projects and Saturn in the money house. But I want to give you me as an example. July and August is when, so mid-August, my channel was blowing up because I predicted Trump's assassination attempt to the week of the event. And the waltz would be the pick, and that Biden would step down from the office, running for office again. And so all of a sudden, my channel halfway through July and through the end of August was blowing up. So that doesn't mean it's bad. Jupiter brings opportunity, Saturn brings structure. What kind of opportunity structures for financial gain, because I make ad revenue on YouTube, is being offered to you again, like it was in the middle of August? And it's back again. And Jupiter is retrograde. So even though the opportunity is being offered to you, it may be just like before, just like August. Maybe it won't be till February when he goes direct that the full goodness of it is emerging, and you can see the benefits of whatever this tension is. But it's got an opportunity embedded into it, December 21st to the end of December. And then as we move forward around the 25th, the 6th, and 7th, this same energy now becomes a T-square because Mercury gets into the mix. Now, Mercury, the messenger of the gods, is direct. Remember, he's been in here since November in your house of career gains, great gains, career gains, money, reputation, celebrity, influence over large groups of people, allies, benefactors, elder sibling. Mercury's been up there since November. I hope some of you during the retrograde got in touch with old friends, or they got in touch with you, or old social networks revived, and you were having communications. That would have been a part of the retrograde, November 26th to December 15th. Now some of that's finished, and Mercury's moving forward. He's getting ready to leave. He's like, I'm done with this story. And as he's going forward, Christmas, right? 25th, 26th, 27th. Thank God I took some time off there. No, I'm working on Boxing Day though. Then Mercury is actually going to look at Jupiter and Saturn, create the T-square, and ask what we need to do. It's about opportunity. It's about money luck. It's about good fortune. It's about financial structures and stability. And it's about allies and benefactors, phone calls, text messages, emails around Christmas from significant benefactors, allies, and people who want to be supportive towards you so you can move forward. But you'll have to make some decisions and take some actions. And there could be some conflict. Maybe an agenda with one of your children or your romantic lover partner isn't in alignment with what looks like a financial opportunity for greater career gains. So there could be a tension moment, but there's an opportunity here as well. And on December the 27th, another lucky break from Venus as she squares the Algol Wealth Star where Uranus is sitting. In your land, home, property, and real estate, squaring on December 27th, there to before and after from the house of you. You bring it in. You call in the luck. You are Venus. You're looking for grace in your life. You're looking for the ease. You're looking for the friendliness of life. You're looking for the optimism that she brings. And as you and she and Pluto look over at a Algol Wealth Star once every 84 years, guys, you can have this happen with Uranus down here. Some kind of breakthrough could happen to do with wealth. Now, wealth from the family of origin, inheritance monies, wealth from situations that are connecting you to land, property, and real estate, wealth from something you're doing in the home that involves internet technologies. And you have a nice boom of goodness here, an exciting, unexpected, and exhilarating December 27th, day or two on either side. Now, it can be a change of home, but you feel good about it because Venus is you and you're like, yay, I get to change my home unexpectedly, but I know it's going to be better because I'm moving from a hovel into a palace. How lucky I am. So you'll feel mostly good about what unexpected home, money matters may be playing out. December 30th, new moon, 9 degrees Capricorn, subtle as all hell, guys. This is a new moon in your 12th house. You have one every year. It's just simply asking you to step back into your inner life, your dreams, your meditations, your psychological, spiritual area of your chart. Soft, subtle, not easy to grab a hold of this moon and understand it as much as you would like, but know that whatever it does do, it opens up new beginnings to do with foreign lands, foreign shores, and foreign revenues in a practical way, because some of us make money that way. And so you're going to feel, yeah, maybe I can use this as a positive new beginning and how I make money, say, internationally or digitally. Now, the other thing I want to say about the new moon is it'd be 2 weeks after, up to 2 weeks after, and up to 6 months after, you're going to feel the results of the moon. So it's not happening, as I say, to every sign all at once. And when this new moon is occurring, it's going to also be, it's at 9 degrees of Capricorn. And so therefore the new moon at 9 degrees of Capricorn is talking in a nice gentle way, a nice flowing and easy way to Chiron, who's sitting in Aries, which is to say there's a bit of a like, and how does this new beginning pertain to writing projects, social media, online media, travel opportunities to foreign shores and lands. And that includes visas, by the way. That's probably me and my digital nomad visa opportunity. I want to give good old Portugal a digital nomad try. All right. So those are some ideas I have for you guys. Welcome to 2025 December. 24 December. I probably said 25 halfway through this stuff because I did my all signs bundle recently. I kept saying 2025. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget, it helps me a lot. It's a small click of your finger and it's a small little effort. And if you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. I am a mundane astrologer. I do world predictions, but I also do your sign for everything I do. So jump aboard my train, help me reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I would so appreciate it. Putting a bunch of videos out in the first week of December about your sign for 2025. Because I did the 2-hour videos for the fundraiser, it's not that. It's a half an hour and it's some highlights. Okay. All right. Big hugs, fellow Aquarians. See you on the other side of 2024.